Wow. Yeah, that made a huge difference. Yeah, there's still some slight roughness right on the very outer perimeter. Let me change out that sandpaper, we'll hit it again. This is working really well. A couple things to note. My V-belt was so worn out that it's actually a little too narrow. That's why I'm not getting this very outer edge as well as I would like. So I left the old ragged out piece of sandpaper in there, so now this is, you know, 2 thicknesses of sandpaper wide because there's one on either side. You could also make this out of wood, the entire thing. It doesn't need to be this flexible rubber. You don't need a V-belt to do this. You could just cut the profile out of wood and have it go as wide as you need it to go. That would work just fine too. All right, I'm also getting the other pulleys while I'm here. They're not nearly as bad, but this water pump fan pulley can use a little work, and it's free to spin, so I can just do this. You get the idea. I'm going to clean all these pulleys up and I'll bring you back. So I thought about treating these pulleys with Evapo-Rust or maybe OSPO, but I decided that it's just more likely to make the belt slip. They're meant to be metal on belt. You don't want something in between. And the way to keep it from rusting again is, 1, keep it out of the weather, which the hood should do. I think it must have just been condensation over years and years. And then 2, run the truck periodically. And it'll, you know, if there's a light surface rust, the belt will just blast it off. But if it gets to the point where it's heavy and pitted, then you've got a problem. So let me get these belts on. I got heavy duty belts this time, better quality, more money. $125 for 4 belts. Love it. So these are the correct belts. I got these from Napa, and here's the part numbers. This is for a 1986 GMC C7000, if you're interested. I'll breeze through putting these belts back on, but I can't resist complaining a little bit. I don't understand. There's so many machines that I have that the tensioner does not loosen enough to allow a new belt to go on without a fight. Like, why don't they just design it so that there's enough movement in the tensioner that you can just put the belt on? But like you see here, it won't go on that pulley. I've got to come up with some way to force it on there when I have no room to work. Man, I really hate this belt. This is the worst one. It seems like it would be the easiest, but it is most definitely not. I'm cutting quite a bit out here, and there were many 4-letter words involved, but it does finally go on right here. Now if I can just get the screwdrivers out, it's on. Alright, got one. Theoretically won't be as hard because it's not as tight, and it came off. Alright, belt's on. Getting this around the fan.